MobLand Season 1, Episode 9, delivered one of the most chaotic and nail-biting episodes so far, setting the stage for an epic finale. As the Harrigan family's power begins to crumble, betrayal, bloodshed, and double-crossing take center stage. In this intense and twisted world created by Ronan Bennett, the second-to-last episode pulls the rug out from under nearly every character. And yes, Conrad and Maeve end up in handcuffs by the end of it. Let's break down exactly what happened and what it could mean for the finale and beyond. Episode 9 brings many storylines crashing into each other. Harry cashes in on another favor from the mysterious Cat McAllister, which leads to Conrad finally facing the powerful cartel leader, Jamie Lopez. Of course, in classic Conrad style, he manages to provoke the man rather than play it smart. There's still a deal on the table, but only if Harry can root out the mole inside the Harrigan Empire. This triggers a race against time, full of deception and desperation. Meanwhile, Kevin is noticeably missing from the family dinner drama. That's because he's off confronting his past, particularly the man who tormented him, Rusby. On the other side, Kevin's wife slips away from the Harrigan estate, following her own secret agenda. At the same time, Jan's friend Alice, who now works with Colin Tattersall after Fisk and Mikasa's deaths, is invited to dinner at Conrad's place. Alice isn't there just for the food. She's on a secret mission to trap Conrad and Maeve. Alice's goal is not to get a taped confession or direct proof. That would be too risky. Instead, she brings in a hidden phone equipped to collect DNA. She just needs a sample from either Conrad or Maeve to build a murder case. That's why they get arrested. Not because of strong evidence, but on suspicion of murder. It's not airtight, but it's enough for the cops to put them behind bars and buy time to cook up a case. The real twist? Alice, whose real name is Nicola, has a shady past. Tattersall knows she's helped frame people before by planting DNA evidence. Not once, but twice. He's not exactly against dirty tactics either. Their plan is simple: arrest Conrad and Maeve now, and build the evidence later, even if it's manufactured. It's a dark game of fake justice, and it shows just how corrupt the system has become in MobLand's world. But here's where things go even deeper. Tattersall is working under Richie Stevenson, the man with the biggest grudge. Richie believes Conrad and Maeve are responsible for the deaths of both his son and his wife. So this isn't about justice for him, it's about revenge. He doesn't want them locked away forever. He wants them in a jail cell just long enough for him to get close and finish them off himself. That's the real endgame. As Conrad and Maeve are dragged out of their mansion by the police, they don't go quietly. In a bold and dramatic moment, Maeve begins to sing. She's soon joined by Conrad, and the two break into an Irish rebel folk song called 20 Men from Dublin. It's an old tune tied to Irish revolutionaries who fought the British in the 18th century. For Conrad and Maeve, the song is a middle finger to authority, a declaration that they may be down, but they're not defeated. The dinner where all this chaos kicks off is just as intense. Serafina, who has been regaining her confidence after her encounter with Jamie Lopez, really steps up. She becomes her father's right hand, helping run the interrogation of Alice. Conrad may have suspected Alice was a spy, and Maeve definitely did. But it's Serafina who takes the lead in grilling Alice, showing just how far she's come. Her loyalty to Conrad is unquestionable, and he clearly favors her above all his children. One of the more shocking moments comes when Maeve turns on Archie and tells the police about him. Throughout the season, Maeve's motives have been murky at best. But this move makes it crystal clear. She's trying to tear everything down, especially Conrad. Whether she's driven by hatred, frustration, or just a thirst for chaos, Maeve is a wild card. Right before their arrest, she and Conrad almost stab each other, literally. That tension says it all. Then there's the mystery of the rat in the Harrigan organization. While the identity isn't fully confirmed in the episode, all clues point to O'Hara Delaney, the family lawyer. Harry had already killed Freddie in episode 8 after learning who was leaking information. Then, once he's told that the deal with Jamie Lopez will go through if the rat is handled, Harry calls O'Hara immediately. When Serafina questions him, he says he's dealing with something fast. That strongly implies O'Hara is the rat, and that she won't be making it out of her meeting with Harry alive. Now that we've reached the final episode, the stage is set for a massive showdown. The season finale is titled The Beast in Me, and it airs at midnight on Sunday, June 1st. Given everything happening, arrests, betrayal, secret deals, and revenge plots, this finale has the potential to be a bloodbath. There are still plenty of loose ends to tie up. Will Conrad and Maeve make it out of jail, or will Richie get to them first? Can Harry pull off his final favor for Cat McAllister? And what exactly does she want in return? And what about Bella's dangerous game involving a Syrian arms dealer, the Home Secretary, and her own family? Harry warned her multiple times not to get involved, but Bella may have gone too far. That storyline could explode at any moment. Jan, who just survived a police raid with her daughter, might finally snap. She's been caught in the crossfire of her husband's criminal life, and she's had enough. If she turns on Kevin or the family altogether, things could get even messier. Season 1 of MobLand has been building to this point with every twist and betrayal, and Episode 9 made sure we know that no one is safe. The tension, the schemes, and the stakes are all sky high. Even though the finale might not be able to wrap everything up completely, it's clear that MobLand is aiming for a second season. The show's popularity practically guarantees it. If Season 2 happens, we'll likely see even more of the criminal underworld unraveling. Conrad and Maeve's fate could mark a major turning point. If Richie gets his revenge, the entire balance of power could shift. If they survive, they'll no doubt come back with a vengeance. Either way, the finale is going to change everything. In short, MobLand Episode 9 was the calm before the storm. If calm meant betrayal, arrest, and the looming threat of murder. The finale promises fireworks, and fans should brace for shocks, losses, and maybe even a few surprise survivors. Whatever happens, one thing is certain. The beast inside is ready to be unleashed.